back to Right Answers Mostly, Pop Culture Edition. I'm Tess Bellomo.
And I'm Claire Donald.
Oh, sorry, I have the giggles before we get started today. I just got to let it out.
I think we're trying to bring some levity because we're having so much FOMO for not being at BravoCon. So we're like, let's laugh to keep from crying.
We are on the brim of just that feeling of when you're just so jealous. Like, yes, we were just in Vegas.
Yes.
But...
And isn't that so us that we are at Vegas the weekend before the big event is happening? I mean, Jessica being the big event for us, of course. But
of course, like the big event of our lives. But in terms of the Bravo community, I feel left out.
No, I do as well. You also just sounded really Southern.
I did? What did I say?
The big event. Sorry, the big event of our lives.
Of our lives, we are morphing into the same person. I just sent Claire an Instagram that was like, apparently, scientifically, the more time you spend with your best friend, your brains literally morph into one.
Well, of course. And that's why we can not even finish each other's sentences, just like say a word and every best friend I feel like has that level.
Of course. Well, what's been happening recently too with us is like I'll wake up in the morning and like I haven't looked at what you've sent me yet, but I send you something on Instagram that is the exact same thing that you sent me on TikTok.
Well, that's what happened with the Leo birthday party.
Well, what a perfect little, should we just get right into it?
I think that we should get right into it. Let's talk about Leo's birthday party.
You guys know we bring up Leonardo DiCaprio every episode because how could we not?
It's been like excessive lately, but I'm not mad about it. Like I'm leaning into it and I love it.
Well, he's finally kind of like out and about. Like, yes, he's wearing masks a lot and hiding himself, but like he was at that game the other day, a basketball game.
Yes, I think it is basketball season.
Mm-hmm.
It's basketball season.
Yes, and he wasn't wearing a mask and he was courtside and everyone was like, oh my God. And then he just celebrated his 51st birthday on November 11th.
11/11, also Jessica Simpson and Eric Johnson's anniversary. RIP to that couple.
Literally, we think and mourn about them constantly.
We are so mentally unwell, Tess, but we're just going to keep it moving. We're just going to keep it moving.
You guys know why you're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Leo celebrated his birthday. Of course, he always does a star-studded event.
Where was that?
That has not been confirmed, but it looks like it's somewhere like an old bar in Hollywood.
I was thinking the same thing. It's giving like, I don't think it is, but it's giving like Craig's vibes, like a private room at Craig's.
Or Musso and Frank, perhaps?
Yeah, but I haven't, like, I don't know if Musso and Frank's has a private room. Musso and Frank's is this restaurant in Hollywood, which it's like in the worst location, but it's an old restaurant in LA. It's supposed to have the best martinis. It's like where all the old stars used to go.
I haven't been.
I've been once, and listen, I know a good martini. I know a bad martini. That was a mid martini.
So it's like a little bit more hype.
I said it.
Deserve.
I think so.
Talk about it.
But the atmosphere is really great, and it does feel like old Hollywood. They actually filmed there for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, of course they did. Yeah, it was some like, like they had waiters that were in white suits.
Yeah. Maybe even like a private room at Sunset Tower. I don't know. For our non-LA Rammies, they're like, keep it moving.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. So 51st birthday, there's a video, which is very rare for a video to even be released from anything with Leo, especially his birthday parties. Someone took of Vittoria, his girlfriend, his Italian model girlfriend, holding a cake out for him, and everyone is singing happy birthday. Did you see Martin Scorsese?
I saw Martin Scorsese because there's actually two videos, and I saw him in the second video. And was Jack Nicholson sitting next to Martin Scorsese?
I think so.
Never mind. I was going to say a very unsafe table, but like maybe, I don't know.
Well, Martin Scorsese says he used to have a temper and be a terrible person, but he has changed in the last like 10 years. In his documentary, he said that. So
that seems so right for all like men of that age, that they're like, yeah, I finally figured it out in my late 70s, early 80s.
Like, I used to just like throw chairs into walls and scream at people on set, but now I've calmed down.
I feel like Jack Nicholson's probably the exact same way.
Or that he's like, I haven't changed at all and I don't plan to.
Actually, that seems more spot on.
But yeah, so he blows out. Victoria is looking at him lovingly. Like, wow.
Okay, so Tess, I was like, I have to check myself because I don't want to be those freaking crazy trolls on social media that's like, he's not even looking at her.
But we could be trolls here because it's our own podcast.
Yeah, but that's like kind of how I felt. Like he did not look at her once and he blew kisses to everyone else.
I know, and she is just giving him such intense eye contact.
She's like, look at me, look at me.
Truly. And look, I feel like he has some intimacy issues.
We've heard rumors.
We have heard rumors, and I could see him having a hard time almost like giving her eye contact ever. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's really, really tough. How many birthdays have they spent together, Tess?
This is their second, I believe, or maybe third.
I mean, the fact that, God, I'm like, I was literally such a gross sentence. I'm like, the fact that she got him on his 50th, it's just like, that's a very big birthday. What was she, 20?
She was 26 at the time because, yeah, now she's 27 or 28.
But I
Actually,
think
she's 28
I think she's broken the curse.
because the curse was 25, right?
I thought it was 27. Maybe it's 25. You would know better than I would.
I think it's 25 because that's when him and Camilla broke up. She's coming back she's going to be out and about in pop culture again because she's promoted the night manager. Oh, another thing when our brains were working the same way the other day, which was scary
Tell me.
and so niche. When you texted me that TikTok of Camila Marone from Daisy Jones and the Six being like, say it.
She was like, I have loved you since I was 18 years old. And yeah, she spoke from the heart on that one. You know that she was speaking directly to Leo.
She could get into that scene quite easily. But the second you sent me that, I was literally thinking of that scene and I was like, I think that's when they were breaking up or something. Like, she is so present.
Yeah. She maybe like they were on the rocks and then she read the material and was like, wow.
I think Daisy Jones and the Six was like, she was on set for 4 months. They went back for like another 4 months because COVID. And I think like she was like, I don't need this man anymore.
A healing journey for her. Well, and also her and Suki Waterhouse got super close. And, Suki Waterhouse had her relationship with Bradley Cooper, them reading Lolita in the park. Like,
I feel like they got drunk one night and Suki was like, babe, we need to talk about this. Like, we need to, like, this isn't, I feel like she was like, this isn't right. Or it's not what you think it is.
I agree. Well, so the birthday party was there. He wasn't looking at her. And like, I don't want to be an internet troll, but it's hard to not like notice and read into things.
It was just like very like different. It was just very obvious.
Yes. And then there's a second video of Jimmy Fallon singing My Way. And I was like, if I hear one more goddamn white man singing My Way, I am on the brim of freaking out.
I also don't know what is worse. Just Jimmy Fallon in that kind of like, he was jumping over tables. What's wrong with him?
It was also like giving the energy where you're like, this would have been funny for 5 seconds and now you've let this go on for 3 minutes.
But Claire texted me when we were talking about it and she was like, is Leo vlogging? Because he had his camera horizontal.
He had it horizontal and he was filming the whole thing and then got a selfie. I was like, we need to look out for Leo's vlogs.
I always am like, I don't know how much money I'd pay to see what's on his camera phone.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, that's true. No, I don't. No, I don't.
But I would release the tapes. I want to see.
Release the tapes. One final thing about Leo is that Hilary Duff's husband posted a photo of Leo from Titanic on the door and her album single as Rose over her face.
Okay, so he is fueling the fire because, Raymates, if you don't know, Hilary Duff just came out with her first single in so long called Mature, and it is talking about a man dating younger women. And so people have speculated it's about Leo.
The internet is very divided, but I think he wouldn't do that right if that were true because, like,
that's true.
I feel like everyone is so scared of Leo. Like, I feel like he's almost like, this is hilarious that everyone is right? Like, it's almost like.
Yeah, I think he's just like trying to put fuel on the fire. And like, I don't think, what's his name? Matthew
Coma.
I don't think he like knows Leo at all either. Like, he's not in the same bracket. So I feel like he would do that. You know what I mean?
They are in very different circles of Hollywood, but pray for me that I get some tickets tomorrow. It is going to be tough.
Where was she? Oh, the Wiltern. Yeah. I'm shocked that they're not doing a bigger venue.
Everyone is like, prepare not to get them. And like, she'll go on tour later because like, it's 2,000 people. Like, she could easily sell out 10,000. And I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah. They're either going to add a second night test or she's going to do a bigger tour because there's just no way that she's going to. I mean, she has so much money to make. Like,
truly. Also, like, go to the Midwest, go to the South. Everyone's pissed that she's not going to Texas.
Well, she's got to go back to her hometown. And when Tess and I were in Vegas, we were like, there is something about Texas Queens because we had Jessica Simpson, Hilary Duff, Beyonce.
Brittany?
No, Brittany's from Louisiana. Mm-hmm. Her and Addison Rae.
The Southern pop stars.
We love them.
I know we do.
Yeah. So Leo's birthday, it seems like it starts at an event. I didn't see anyone else besides Martin Scorsese, Jack Nicholson, Jimmy Fallon, and Victoria.
Same, but I'm sure so many people were there. Like, he is very beloved in Hollywood.
He is. Well,
And,
I
you
actually
know,
have a good segue. That's something else I want to talk about.
talk about it.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Hmm.
So, you guys, Jennifer Lawrence is in a new movie called Die My Love with Robert Pattinson, which I think we should talk about their press tour too, because they're really killing it with their press tour, honestly.
Well, the movie also is so controversial. Did you hear that people are walking out halfway through?
I did. To me, it's giving the same vibes as like, and I know it's a completely different director, but of like Mother, where it's like, I think that Jennifer Lawrence like loves to take whatever role she wants and like really artsy roles, which she talked about. So she did a long interview with the New York Times, and it was so good. And I'm fascinated by Jennifer Lawrence.
Because she represents so much of like what we like the cycles of women in Hollywood.
Yes, yes. And she talked about that too. Okay, so I wrote down some notes from this interview that I wanted to talk about. Well, first of all, I want to say this quote from the beginning of the article because it's crazy. Okay, ready? At 35, Jennifer Lawrence has already been through several phases of Hollywood celebrity. She had a heady start to her career, breaking out in the indie film Winter's Bone, starring in two huge franchises, The Hunger Games and X-Men, and winning an Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook, all by the age of 22.
It's crazy when you think about it.
It's crazy. She is like, well, Jennifer Lawrence has been here before, meaning like she is such an old soul. Like she's been around the block.
When she first like came on the scene, what did you think of her?
I thought she was so cool and like an actor, and I'll never forget her first Oscar, the red Calvin Klein dress.
Oh my God. And she literally like looks like a child when you look back on it. You're like, you are so young.
So young, and but I didn't know her as much through Winter's Bone, but more through the Hunger Games, obviously.
Hunger Games, I was such a fan of Silver Linings Playbook.
And I'm so fucking crazy.
I was just like, oh my God, I need to do this for an audition. I need to
Well,
use it.
the diner scene that we're talking about, we did do that in a audition class, and let me tell you, no one was very good, myself included.
Why do we choose, like, as actors, like the best performance we've ever seen? And we're like, we're actually going to try to, like, you really should be auditioning with like really bad scenes so you look better.
Well, and also just like with plays, so that you don't know exactly what the performance is, because how could you not try to like copy and paste everything that Jennifer Lawrence
Crazy
did?
decisions that we made. Crazy.
Yeah, and she's just so interesting because she did get such like adult roles like very early on in her career. Like Katniss, I feel like was her only like age appropriate role, and Winter's Bone, and then all of a sudden she was playing like 40-year-olds.
And even like in American Hustle, wasn't she like in her early 20s and she was very sexual and like.
I think she was supposed to be older in that as well, and that movie Joy, like she just started playing women like from the start.
I feel like everyone was like, you are a serious actress and we're just going to put you in these really intense, like kind of dramatic, controversial roles.
But she also did trigger me being a young actor because she was like, I've never taken an acting class in my life. And I was like, how? How are you so good and you've never taken an acting class in your life? And I believe that.
So she left home, she said, when she was 16 to
She's
pursue
a
acting.
Kentucky girl. Well, remember, she was also an Abercrombie model.
Oh my God, that's right. I mean, she is gorgeous and her body is crazy.
I mean, she just like is someone that the universe has just been like, yes, like whatever you want, you got it, sis.
You know what? Do you remember like when she first came on the scene and everyone was like, oh, it's so nice to see like a bigger girl like walk the red carpet. And we were just like,
It's so no, literally, she was known for because when she was playing Katniss, people were like, Katniss is supposed to be like real thin. You're too fat to play Katniss. And that our country is so broken.
it's just, it's unreal. It's a joke.
Unreal. But something that was interesting that she talked about in her interview as well is like how she regrets a lot of the things that she did and said when she was younger, which I can't imagine being like in my early 20s and being interviewed like constantly.
No.
And she's like, I can't even like watch most of the interviews from my early 20s because it's so cringe to me, which it really is. Like stars are just like us in that way.
Yes.
But she also talked about like just like the pressures of it because when she tripped going upstage for the Oscar. She's like, and then I tripped like a couple months later waving to a fan like on a cone. And she was like, fuck, that is the end of my career because everyone's going to be like, you're so manufactured. It's done.
You're faking it. Well, it's so interesting because it's like, then she became hated from being too real and authentic. And this was the time when Anne Hathaway also was going through a very similar hatred.
For like different reasons.
In different, like everyone was like, Jennifer Lawrence is trying to be too cool and too quirky and girl next door. And Anne Hathaway is like too theater kid.
Can I say something?
Say it.
It came true. If you guys don't know, that's Anne Hathaway accepting her Oscar for Les Mis.
I was Les Mis watching that whole press tour. I was so irritated by that whole movie. I really was.
So I wasn't as much of like a musical theater kid, so I had never seen Les Mis before. And then I wasn't mature enough, I feel like, when I even watched it on the movie. But then everyone was like, she just like was not in it long enough.
She truly was in it for 12 minutes. And she, of course, but the Academy is like, she lost weight and she shaved her head. So
what more could you want?
Regardless of how she's even acting in this. And like, look, she did they sang live during Les Mis, which was very like, at the time, everyone's like, oh my God, they're not pre-recorded tracks for a musical. Was like, I can't believe this is happening. But she did the whole like, like it was the shoulders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hated that movie.
Snot, right?
There was a lot of snot. She was sobbing. She was hyperventilating. There were so many other good performances that year. I remember that I was like, this is actually insane.
Yeah. But she lost weight and shaved her head. So the Oscar goes to her.
Literally. That's how it always will be, kids. So if you ever want to win an Oscar.
Yeah, you know what to do.
Do a war movie too,
Or gain weight because Charlize Theron, they're like, you're hideous. Give her an Oscar.
Shave your eyebrows and, some prosthetics.
And you're good to go.
You're good to go. So there you go.
Yeah, but that was so interesting hearing about that. Also, God, she said something in the interview. Oh, she said, I don't really, because they were talking about like nudity in her films, Jennifer Lawrence. And she was like, sometimes, she's like, it doesn't bother me. And if it bothers other people, it doesn't really matter. They can just fast forward. And she's like, but sometimes I do think like, what's the difference between me and a prostitute? And the interviewer like had that same reaction. Tess was just like, whoa. And then Jennifer Lawrence was like, not that there's anything wrong with being like a prostitute. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. And then the interviewer was like, I'm just curious of like, what made your brain go there? And immediately her publicist was like, we actually need to fix your jacket. And Jennifer Lawrence, it was a fascinating moment. Jennifer Lawrence goes, oh my God, I said something where I'm in trouble now and I'm about to go get yelled at. And she was like, let's just like take a bathroom break. And then they come back from it. And she's like, I didn't get in trouble. I guess there was just something wrong with my jacket. But I was like, that is such a fascinating moment to
She must be scared because think of everything that she used to say. I mean, she was one of the few people like in 2014 to like speak out about politics, talk about reality stars, like things like she just would say her opinion. And now everyone is so scared.
Well, it's interesting that you say that. So this article is titled, it's something like Jennifer Lawrence regrets everything she's ever said or done. And she did say, she was like, I don't really want to talk about politics anymore. And she said, she was like, it's very clear that celebrities' opinions don't change how this country thinks about things at all. And she was talking about politics throughout the whole interview. She was like, I can't, she's very anti-Trump and all of that. But she was like, I just don't want what I say to stop people from going to see the art that could actually like influence them because of something that I said politically, which I thought was interesting. And she continues to talk about it. She just talked about Gaza.
Yeah, I read that and I kind of was taken aback where I was like, because, usually I feel like, oh my God, if you have this big platform, everything's so terrible right now. But sometimes I feel like conflicted on like if actors and musicians have to, like we've talked about. But then when she said that, I was like, that's interesting. Because if she's like, fuck MAGA and she's making, I know her new movie is about, postpartum and womanhood and feminism and all of that. You might then alienate them from seeing something that could move them. And art is very moving and influential.
I thought that was so interesting as well. And it's not like she is doing the thing that we see some other celebrities doing where they're completely silent. Like she continued to talk about it through the interview. But yeah, I just thought that was such an interesting point. And we've always struggled back and forth of like, what do entertainers owe us versus what they don't?
I know, God, because like really, is it like the only person that really can make a difference? like what has like statistics have shown is Taylor Swift.
But like, can she even? Because she promoted Kamala this past election.
That's I think on
And
a smaller scale, like she got so many people to register to vote in Tennessee, like that sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. But it's like, I think that just is like a good point of like, celebrities can't and nor should they really influence who we're voting for. And like, I think it's just kind of with celebrities, it always feels good when you see someone who you like speak about something that you believe in, but they're celebrities at the end of the day. And like, we have a public platform and have not backed down from our beliefs since we've started this podcast, not comparing us to Jennifer Lawrence or Taylor, but here we are.
Here we are.
But we're a history podcast as well, so it makes complete sense. Like, how could we not talk about politics?
Yeah, I think it feels good when you like support an artist, like you buy a ticket to a show and you know that they're on the same side of history as you and believe in the same things. Like that just feels good, especially when like money is coming into it.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like we shouldn't really blindly 100% idolize anyone and be like, oh, Taylor Swift said to vote for this senator. That means I need to. Like, we all really got to start thinking for ourselves a little bit more in every
100%.
way.
And also, Tess, like, art is inherently political. It always has been and it always will be. So, like, I kind of see where she's saying as well, where she's like, I'm my own public, like, my person is separated from the characters that I play and the art that I make. And it's kind of like, let's sneak some people in and have them be, influenced by the art.
Well, that's why Paul Thomas Anderson and Leo and all of them, for one battle after another, were like, we're not going to say much about politics when we're promoting this because we want people to get in there and then see the parallels with ICE and what's going on in this country and MAGA and everything. Like, and that's a smarter way. And still, didn't do as well as it wanted to at the box office, but
But God, that movie is like your artist's art, like your actor's favorite actor, or what I'm saying. Like the way that Jennifer Lawrence talked about this movie and the interview too, she was like, she literally was like, I'm so lucky to be alive at the same time that this movie was made.
wow. Damn.
People are obsessed. And she was like, I saw it in the, film that it was meant to be seen in.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can't. We cannot dwell. We just cannot dwell.
But she was like obsessed with it. And then she started talking about, to all tie this back, working with Leo. And it was fascinating her talking about working with Leo and just her process as an actor, which something that I thought was so relatable and cool that she said. She was like, when I used to be on set, between takes and between scenes, I was like embarrassed to act. And I would like wait till they like literally said action to like get into character because like I didn't want the crew members to be like, oh my God, she's acting. Like how embarrassing, which is like
so real
and so relatable. And then she said Christian Bale like changed it for me on American Hustle because she was like, it's not like he was in character the whole time, but it was like when they were setting up the scenes and we were kind of getting going, he started getting into it. And she was like, oh, I should be getting into that more.
Wow. Oh, because she's doing a movie with Leo right now.
She is. And then she talked about also working with Leo for Look Up or Don't Look Up.
Oh, Don't Look Up. Yeah. God,
Yeah.
that movie's stressful.
Yeah, that movie kind of flops. But she said that his sides, like the way that he works, so your sides are your scripts, like, but the scene that you're filming, he marks all over it. And she's like, he knows what kind of cologne his character wears. He knows, like,
I can't handle this.
And I'm just like, it was because Jennifer Lawrence, she does feel very relatable, especially for a celebrity. And so watching the interview, it felt like you were getting a drink with your girlfriend. And she was like, I just worked with Christian Bale and Leonardo DiCaprio. Let me tell you about it.
She's so cool. And she and Emma Stone are producing a Miss Piggy movie.
With Cole Escola
as
writing
Miss Piggy.
it. Oh, okay. He's playing Miss Piggy, or they?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they go by.
Okay.
Yes.
What I mean, brilliant
Stuff. Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is cool. I'll always root for her.
Me too. She's just a very talented person. And the last thing I want to say about this interview, I really, if you guys can't tell, I had a cup of coffee and really got into the interview today, which also Lula Garcia Navarro is the journalist and she always does like the profiles of people and she's so good.
She has a great interview with Reese Witherspoon that came out last month.
She's just so good. But Jennifer Lawrence was talking about her time in COVID and she was like, my cousin moved in with me and I just kind of like read a lot of books and we just like hang out. And I was like, God, to be like rich and famous. And then she was like, I started getting really into some art period. And that's how she met her husband. Because she was like, I was starting to get into art. My friend connected me to him and I went to the gallery to meet him. And I was just like, who is this man?
Chic.
So chic, so New York, so rich, so hot.
Yeah, I love her. I do.
Yeah. So sorry. Thanks for letting me rant for 20 minutes about Jennifer Lawrence. I just think it's fascinating.
I do too. And she's going to be, she's coming back into everything. Like, I feel we're going to see more of her. Her looks are really good right now on her press tour. Like, we're rooting for you, Jen.
Last thing I will say, I know that she's doing a movie with Martin Scorsese. I think she said this is their first time that
That's
they're
with
working
Leo.
together. Yes, with Leo. There was a rumor at one point that there was a Martin Scorsese movie with Leo and Jennifer Lawrence where they would play Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner. And why aren't we making that?
Why is that not happening right now?
Like,
Oh
why is
my
that not
God.
happening right now?
Oh my God, Leo is Frank Sinatra. I feel like he will play him sometime in his life, though.
Well, it's like Chip Chop.
Chip Chop Honey. Because
And
how old was Frank Sinatra when he died?
I forgot. I don't think he was
70?
like super young, but yeah, he was like, yeah.
Get
And
on it,
then
Leo. Get
Jennifer
on it.
Lawrence as Ava Gardner would just be perfect.
Oh my God, with like brunette hair.
I'm
Oh,
obsessed.
I'm obsessed too. That excites me.
Me too. Okay, thanks.
Well, what else is happening, Claire, in the world? Oh, should we talk about Kris Jenner's birthday party? So her birthday party was on the same night, which is crazy to me, as the Baby2Baby Gala.
Tess and I were in Vegas, and Tess, right when we woke up, was like, it was a Baby2Baby Gala last night. You guys know that the Baby2Baby Gala is like our Roman Empire?
It's just like, we will preface this by saying they do amazing work. It helps children in need. They raise a lot of money every year. It supplies like diapers and essentials to babies, I think all over the country. So it's great.
Love it. And they raised like some millions and millions, I think.
I think did they raise like 11 million or something?
Yeah, I was like thinking 17 in my head, but it's like, I think it's a multiple digit number.
Which is just amazing. We also can say that like it feels like the people that host it, it's like a little bit of like the exclusive cliquey Mean Girls Club that make Baby2Baby happen. And it seems terrifying.
Last Saturday night was the Hunger Games in Beverly Hills. Like, because Baby2Baby feels like the Hunger Games a little, in a way of like all the richest people coming together at this event that looks like it costs millions of dollars to put on and feel kind of out of touch. And then Kris Jenner's birthday party felt like the Hunger Games as well. It's like everyone was partying at the Capitol in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, it's just, and Hollywood has just gotten a little bit scary recently. Like, I feel like everyone is it's like, has everyone lost their morals and values and ability to speak up about right versus wrong? Like, it just all feels kind of dark right now. And I will say the Baby2Baby Gala, something I've been thinking about, is that it can feel a little hypocritical. Of course, like, this money goes to a good cause, but when all of these women that run it are like turning into MAGA, who like clearly do not actually support children, do not support like non-white, like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it, like, I don't even care.
Talk
Like, at
about
first
it.
I was like, should I even say this? But I was like, it just feels like yucky to me right now, because like, it's like Sarah Foster is there and she is literally posting about like terrible things. And I'm just like, constantly, that like standing up for Trump and the administration. And then it's like, but children, we really like, we're here tonight wearing this $45,000 dress and like for the kids, And I'm like, doesn't seem like you support kids all over the world, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. It's like you're also not supporting an administration, or like if you're even slightly supporting an administration that is not pro-choice at all. They say they're pro-life, but like they're pro, conception. That's it.
And like ripping children away from their parents, like with ICE. I'm just grossed out. I am grossed out by Hollywood right now.
I am too.
I just need to say it. I was just like, wow, I don't trust any of you.
It just feels like, and then let's, pivot over to Kris Jenner's birthday party. Like the people that were there, it feels like, it did feel like a gathering for the devil.
It really did. It was Mark Zuckerberg was there, Bill Gates. Was Elon Musk there?
I actually don't think I saw Elon, but it was hosted at Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, like $35 million mansion in Beverly Hills. That's where the party was. Yeah. And you guys know, like, I have my love for Kris Jenner, and I think that I compartmentalize it. Like, she feels like a character to me more than like a real person.
Oh, 100%. And look, if we were invited to either of these functions, would we go? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry about it.
We're only human.
People were freaked out about the other people that had been there. And then you brought up that Meghan and Harry went from Baby2Baby to Kris Jenner's, which I wasn't shocked to see Meghan at Baby2Baby, was shocked to see Meghan at Kris Jenner's.
I
And then
yeah.
didn't you say that they've like erased them from the pictures?
Yes. So Kris and Kim both originally posted carousels with Meghan and Harry included, and then either deleted it or took just that photo out and erased them from the carousel.
So hearing that, I think Meghan was like, oh, fuck, this reaction was not good. And I actually need to like distance myself from this. And so could you please take me out?
I think you're 100% right. I think Kardashians are now being lumped with a certain type of person and people.
Jeff Bezos, like Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg, who
Eh,
are very like MAGA and corrupt.
Yes. And I think Meghan, still wants to appear. And I think she still is. Like, I
I agree.
believe that she is liberal. I believe that I like a lot of her causes, all of that. Like, and I think she was like, ooh, this isn't a great look for publicity.
Well, I think she did the same thing that we just said that we would do, where it's like we don't believe a lot of the same things that those people believe, but would we go to that party? Yeah.
Would we post about it? I think we'd have to think about it for everything we've just talked about. That wouldn't be great.
No, I know. It just like it all feels so dark right now. Like, well, so people were shocked to see Oprah, but Oprah has been doing crazy things lately too. She's also, is Oprah a billionaire? If not, she's
Oh,
close.
yes. Oprah doesn't give a shit,
Well,
honestly.
no, and I was like, did Oprah and Meghan and Harry carpool from their Montecito mansions?
Oh, perhaps.
Perhaps. Beyonce and Tina were there. And so people, but again, Beyonce's also like a billionaire. It's just like all these people, it feels sad.
Well, there's no backbone anymore to literally anyone.
No,
And do I have a backbone? I don't know. I
I
just
don't
don't
know.
know, because when you are offered a insane party at a mansion with an open bar and probably the coolest musicians that will get up and perform, I think you're a little tempted. The devil on your shoulder, which is Kris Jenner, is saying to come.
Come have a martini, baby.
And I'd be like, God, to have a martini with Kris Jenner, even though, yeah, we probably don't believe in any of the same things, really.
I know, but didn't you just say on the Kardashians and God, the bar is in hell with Kris Jenner, but that she was like talking about how Caitlyn watches Fox News and that she was like annoyed about that?
She did have like a little moment. She was like, oh, I invited Caitlyn over last minute, and it was kind of a hard decision for me, but I was like, she deserves to be here. This is her house too. She's like, so I called her up and I was like, what are you doing? And she said, oh, I'm watching Fox News on the couch. And I said, I knew that you were. So she wasn't like, you idiot for watching Fox News, but it did give me, she kind of did like a little wink. But I think she also just hates Caitlyn.
Yeah, that's true too. God, it's just so hard to know with them.
Even, I know, because most billionaires are going to go to the right. But I also think that Kris is someone that is so business driven that even if she was very liberal, she would never, ever say, because she does not want to lose a single fan of her
Yeah,
children.
you're so, and it's not even actually a single fan. I feel like it's just dollars, like deals.
She does not want to lose a dollar.
No, it's so true. Well, okay, Haley was there, right? Because Justin was there.
Haley and Justin were there. There were photos of Justin walking in with powder on his pants that some people suspected may have been drugs.
Extracurricular activities.
Allegedly.
Tess said it was a powdered donut.
But but then what I thought, because Hailey Bieber was carrying a clutch that says, what's the Dunkin' line?
What is Dunkin' doing? Like, Dunkin's marketing team is great. Like, call us.
Her clutch said, America runs on Kris Jenner in the Dunkin' Donuts slogan.
Stop.
And it was like a chic clutch. And so I was like, were they actually having donuts before?
Tess. Oh, you innocent young thing.
I'm like, yeah, I don't actually think that Haley and Justin are just eating donuts,
Yeah. Yeah. They're just having their powdered donuts, which like the Justin Twitch live stream right now, you guys, he's been live streaming his Coachella rehearsals on Twitch, and it's like freaking me out.
It's a little like there's some darkness to it.
Well, in the same way that like watching Taylor do interviews like on Graham Norton and stuff, like where people are just so yes and, it feels that way watching Justin with the people he's surrounded with. It's like, it's really sad.
I think like the only person that tells him no is Haley.
I hope she does.
No, I really think she does. I was like listening to an interview. She's helping design a leather jacket for his brand, Skylar.
Oh, I saw that.
And I just think that like he has gotten more respect for her since like she's become like her own person, not just like Mrs. Bieber. And I think she kind of runs the show.
Well, glad he finally found some respect for her. So, like,
That's true. I mean, Lord
that's
knows
crazy to say.
it
Like,
was it wasn't easy. It wasn't perfect. But I
well,
don't
and
know. I think like she's also a lot more emotionally stable and she's like such a fucking badass and like a billionaire now herself and like not like money is going to be like, "Oh, now I respect my wife." But I do feel like he's kind of like, "Let me hear what you have to think." And I think he needs that.
I think he always has been like, I need to have Haley here and hear what she thinks. Like he's always been, because their YouTube documentary series, he's like, I need her in the studio. And that was like kind of tough to watch.
Well, God, that's when it was just even so different. Like she would just be there every second of the day.
Yeah. It's just fascinating. I don't know. Again, like I do wish him well.
I do too. It was cute when he called her Bubba.
Oh, did he call her Bubba?
Yeah, because she chipped her tooth, and he was like, "How's your tooth, Bubba?" And then he's like telling everyone, he's like, "She chipped her tooth this morning." And he's like, "How is it?" And I was like, "Oh God, the bar is so low." I
Have they
was like,
been
"That's so
watching
cute."
Vanderpump Rules? Katie and
Bub-
Tom Schwartz?
Oh my God, Claire,
Bubblish.
I completely forgot that they were Bubba.
Of course, they're the OG Bubbas.
They,
Bubba, no, Bubba,
oh,
Bubba, no.
I blocked it out. I blocked their relationship out.
Yeah, tough when that pops back up. The other day on Danny Pellegrino's podcast, Everything Iconic, he was like, I could see them getting back together one day. He's like, I'm not endorsing it. I'm just saying I could see it.
Oh God, I don't know how to feel.
Yeah.
But on this, we should talk about the Kyle Cook and Amanda Batula page 6
We
article.
should talk about that. Yeah. So to wrap it up, 007, Chris's 70th birthday, it was the usual suspects, and there's not much more to say.
It all just seemed a little, I don't even know the word for it. You guys know what we mean.
It does just feel like the Hunger Games.
It does just feel like everyone has lost the plot.
Which ties into Jennifer Lawrence. Like, wow, we are just all connected today.
Wow, this episode should be called The Hunger Games of Hollywood.
Oh, that's a great title, Tess. Way to go.
Wow. See, guys, that's not ChatGPT. That's us.
That's us. That's us. That's our brains. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, let's talk about Amanda and Kyle. Bravo News.
Okay, so page 6. So it's someone from their camp, right? That said, or them.
I feel like they're not on the level of celebrity as someone that like it would need to come from people for me to believe it. Like I could feel like they would be in touch with people at page 6.
Totally. And page 6 is kind of like, it's pretty reputable. It's like below people, right?
It's definitely below people. I don't know, they can be kind of trashy and lie sometimes too, but it's definitely like one of the lasting celebrity gossip sites.
Yeah, and it just seemed like, let me read the carousel because it also just seemed like a little specific. I'm just like, who said this?
Right. Well, I was going to say, whose camp did it come from? And I would say probably Amanda's camp because I feel like Kyle is holding on.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, let's find it.
Because I think that Kyle would stay. I think Kyle would stay married to Amanda forever, honestly, and just continue to cheat on her allegedly. And it's
Uh-huh.
going to have to be Amanda finding the strength to say, I can no longer do this.
Well, did we we talked about this on Premium the other day, but as I try to find this, tell the Rammies about what we saw in Vegas.
So
It was
Tess and I
shocking.
were leaving the strip, and there was the huge club Hakkasan to our left, and Tess on the huge screen that covered the whole building was like, "Oh my God, Kyle Cook DJing," and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy that there's like 2 Kyle Cooks that are DJs, like because there's no way Kyle Cook from Summer House is DJing at Hakkasan." We Google it. It is him. Now, mind you, BravoCon is this weekend. That is the only reason he got like his name and lights on the billboard because there's no way he could have.
No, but still, like, just that level. Like, we know that this man is trying so hard to do everything he can to like make this his career, to spend less time with his wife. Claire, I'm like, did page 6 take it down?
No, I mean, I've just Google Tess
Oh, yeah, that's
and
true.
see if it comes up. If you have a history or if your partner has a history of constantly cheating on you and issues with alcohol, the last career I think you might want them to pivot into is DJing.
Yeah, guys, do not come.
Do not come.
Do not come. Okay, I found it here. It says the sun may be setting for Kyle Cook and Amanda Batula. Page 6 is told that there is trouble in paradise for the married Summer House stars, as one informant claims they are currently living separately, while a separate source close to the couple admits they are going through a challenging time. The insider insists they are not on a break and they are both committed to working on their relationship. Um, Yeah, it says the reps did not comment on this. I'm like, if they're living separately, which I truly believe at this
I
point,
believe it too.
like, there's always rumors, but I just feel like something is different now with like Amanda's a little bit more independent. Kyle's even more removed. Like they're doing the Summer House spinoff series, which like I'm sure that's not going to be good for their relationship.
Well, I think the only thing keeping them together was Summer House, and I think that now that they have an opportunity for a different show, it's kind of like a fresh start, and like they don't have to be seen as a couple because with the city show, it's going to be following them around the city. Summer House, the whole plot is that it's friends going to a summer house together. So there's no way that they could do that divorced, and I truly don't think that they have romantic love for each other, and they are just in it to be famous now.
Yeah, and also I think Amanda has seen like Lindsay is single and she's raising a daughter on her own. Paige is single-ish or has been single. Like I think she's kind of seen the girlies around her and she's like, wait, Sierra's single.
Yeah,
I think she's like, I want to be single.
but I'm also like, I wonder who Amanda's close friends are.
She's really good friends with a lot of girls she went to high school and college with.
But I don't know if they live in New York City.
I think they live in Jersey.
I think they do too. But I don't think that Amanda is going to move to New Jersey if they get a divorce. I think that she will stay in New York and date around. And I hope that she does. I think that her and Jesse will definitely hook up with each other.
I would lose my goddamn mind.
If nothing else, kissy kissy.
Who else did she have like kind of intense chemistry with that was on Summer House?
Well, she has done that with West as well, which is so inappropriate considering the whole Sierra background.
Yeah.
But there was someone else that you're like, oh my God, Amanda.
Was it Luke?
No, she hated Luke.
Oh, that's right. That's right. God, there was some Andrea, but he had chemistry with anyone.
Yeah, and how could you not? That sweet man.
That sweet, sweet man. God, I wish him and Paige could have at least like seriously dated. You know what I mean?
I know. But he does seem very happy with Lexi, and it'll be exciting to get like to see Andrea again because he's going to be on that show.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for this show. Is it?
Me
Do
too.
you think it will be a summer show?
I think that they're filming right now, aren't they?
So like Summer House comes out usually in like July.
No, Summer House comes out in the
Oh.
spring.
Oh, that's right. So then this could like
Be on during the summer, be filming right now. I mean, if they were smart about it, that's exactly how they're going to roll it out. Is that the
yes.
finale of Summer House? Well, it's like the Vanderpump Rules into Summer House or Beverly Hills into Vanderpump Rules, and then we go into the next show.
We need this.
God, we should be producers at Bravo.
There's so many things that we should get to do.
I know, like just at least be at BravoCon.
That's one way to start.
Yeah, we are excited for our friend Hannah Aaron Brown, though. You guys keep up with her, and we'll be living vicariously through her because she's going to be there.
Oh my God, she's gonna have such good content. So follow her on TikTok. And yeah, we will be.
Yeah, we will be, and like maybe next year.
Maybe next year. It's expensive to go.
It's crazy.
Like it's just so. I'm just like, how do people do the VIP? And of course, we would need VIP. We would
Well,
need
of course, and Tess, we spent less than 24 hours in Vegas, and that was scary. You guys,
shocking to look at the bills.
we talked about it on Premium too, but we ordered a pot of coffee up to our room. A pot of coffee for $50.
Yeah, so you can imagine how much we really spent with going to dinner and drinks and a show and
Yeah.
all of that. So I know 1 year we will be at BravoCon and it will make sense.
Yeah, it will make sense.
And we won't be stressed out being there because of how much money we're about to spend.
Yeah, no, and it just would, I mean, no, it wouldn't be worth it. But yeah, Amanda and Kyle, it's going to be interesting. Get some boots on the ground from people, some hookups as well. Like
Her bangs are giving a cry for help. And look, I understand. I've gotten bangs multiple times. This summer it wasn't a cry for help, but back in the day it was. So I get it.
well, yeah, you've matured into yourself as a woman and like got really gorgeous bangs, and you also have thick hair. Amanda does not.
She has quite thin hair.
And as a fellow fine hair girly, like you really have to work it out on how you're going to style your bangs.
It's true. And God, I mean, she's so gorgeous, like, and she's just so cool, but it's not a good hairstyle for her.
I didn't even clock that thesis when people were like, well, she did get bangs earlier. And it's like, oh my God, the signs have been here.
The signs have been here. I feel like she's like ready to be hitting the town with her Vaseline drink that she's promoting.
You guys, Loverboy, their alcohol company, did a collaboration with Vaseline. And I can't imagine a worse brand to do a collaboration for because Vaseline is like jelly liquidy.
You just don't ever, even like when too much, gets on your lip and you're like, oh, it feels like I'm drinking it. That's disgusting. So why do a drink collaboration?
Well, my fellow former cheer and dance girlies know that we used to put Vaseline on our teeth so that you would stay smiling during your performances.
That's crazy. I know, I've heard that before. That is crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I can't deal with one more season of Amanda and Kyle doing the same shit that they've been doing, though.
I really can't either. Like, something has to change. It's going to drive me fucking insane.
And like, I'm sorry, but it does make me more frustrated with Amanda because it's like, we know I'm not saying boys will be boys at all. I think Kyle has been a horrible partner, but it's like he has shown that to you now. So now it's your choice if you're going to put up with it or if
Yep.
you're going to respect yourself enough to leave.
I completely agree. It's like it's hard to stay rooting for her when it and what is it? Insanity is just making the same decisions over and expecting different results. Like we've seen this now for 7 seasons of them together, 8, 9,
Uh, is this going to be their 10th season coming up?
maybe 11th.
It's it's one of those, and she came on the first or second season.
Yeah. So guys, a decade of this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I cannot listen to her crying. I don't feel as sad for her anymore. I don't feel as much empathy. I used to. I used to be like, God,
Same.
she loves him. And like, what's a girl to do? But now we've all grown up a little bit. And it's like, what's she doing?
Well, it just feels like your friend that has told you all of the horrible things in their relationship, and then they expect you to just forget it.
Yeah, it's really tough.
So it'll be interesting. We shall see. Also, Beverly Hills trailer came out.
Yeah, the only thing about the Beverly Hills trailer, I guess, I watched it again. I wish they could have given us a little bit more. I'm not going to lie. I didn't leave feeling like, oh my God, I was kind of I was disappointed. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic with Rachel Zoe, but if she gives us nothing, then what are we supposed to do?
Well, she will be going through her divorce. But my fear is everyone else will still give us nothing. And then Rachel Zoe is like the newcomer that's like holding it all on her back. And I'm just like, Kyle's not going to give us much. Dorit's not going to give us much.
Well,
Erica is dead inside.
yeah, that is true. There's a new friend of that seems like she might be bringing it a little bit.
That's true. I have hope for her and Rachel. And I think they're not going to like each other.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, but I don't know. I mean, I think everything besides Salt Lake City right now with Housewives is just feeling so stale.
It took me so much to even put on Potomac, and I'm 2 episodes behind now. I was 3 before, and I just finished the finale of OC, but I was, like, doing my workout during it, so, like, I can't but Salt Lake, so good.
So the boat episodes were some of the best that they've ever had.
Tess, I can't wait for you to watch this week's episode because my jaw was dropped for so many reasons. There is a scene between Whitney and Bronwyn that I was just like,
I'm going to literally watch it right after I edit this episode.
do it. No,
It's
it's
like
like
a little treat.
it's fascinating. So
Thank
yeah,
God for Salt
amazing.
Lake.
Well, did you see rumors with New York that they're going to bring it back, and it's a mix of the old New York and the new New York?
Okay, how is that? Who thinks that? What? That's not a good
Tess,
idea.
it's the same people that started watching Bravo just at Salt Lake, and they
So,
are trying to cater to them.
so it's like Aaron, Sai, and Jessel probably mixed with like Sonia, Luann, and Dorinda.
Brenda, that doesn't
What
work
the
at
fuck?
all.
That is so crazy.
It doesn't work at all. There's no chemistry there. I mean, listen, you guys, I hope we are eating our words. We have before with Salt Lake. We used to not vibe with Salt Lake.
No, I hope so as well. I mean, I get that you can't just do legacy because it would just be all of them trying to talk about like upping each other and living in the past. It would be painful to watch. But I actually don't think that the legacy girlies should even keep them to girls' trips.
I agree. I think that their time has come, and now they say everything for a tagline.
I think New York should just have a complete, like, I actually think Aaron, Sai, and Jessel, definitely Jessel should stay.
Yes.
Like
Jessel's given us so much.
so much. Aaron actually, like, she's really beautiful, but I don't think she's a great reality star because she doesn't own up to anything. And she, like, I don't know. She doesn't really stir the pot as much as she should.
God, Erin, when she like just apologizes to people though, and like hugs the women and stuff afterwards, and she's like makes a joke, like she would be so fun to go on a girls' trip with.
She really would. And like, but that's like, I don't think she should be a reality star, but
Yeah.
I think that she's like a fun girl.
And I think that we do need someone like a Jenna Lyons. It's just that Jenna Lyons gave us nothing.
Well, Lindsay, I feel, could actually be good on New York. Someone that's fucking crazy
Yeah.
and
And she
loses her
is.
shit. And she'd be the first one to say it. But then we need someone really cool and powerful that all of them are intimidated by. And then we need someone like really silly and goofy, I think. Like, let's bring that, like the Mary or the Kim Richards or the like, that you're just like, what are you saying? Like, I think we need that on New York too.
I know. I just don't. Some of the decisions, and I love you, Bravo, obviously, but I do wonder about what's going on with these decisions that you're making sometimes. I just think the best shows right now are the Next Gen NYC, Summer House, The Valley, like that. I'm really cautious about the Vanderpump Rules reboot. I don't think that's a great idea. Oh, you guys, also at BravoCon, I'm saying it, our King Charlie is going to be there.
Talk about a reality star. This is what Bravo needs. Like, we need just good, evil people back.
Exactly. Like when I say our King Charlie, you guys know what I mean. He is an evil man, but God, is he amazing to watch on TV.
King of a reality show. That's how it used to be, guys. Reality TV was built on bad people making bad decisions and us becoming addicted to watching them destroy their lives and other people's lives. And we have all gotten too sensitive that now these shows are so stale and boring. Bring back evil people.
Bring it back.
I'm just feeling a little controversial today.
Yeah,
so
I love
I'm just
that.
like, whatever.
No, I agree. It's just we've lost the plot.
Yeah, we have, Claire.
I actually haven't even finished part 3 of Miami. I haven't even started.
Claire,
And I think I'm going to let it go.
I haven't either. I'm just but I have been into like actual TV, which is making me happy.
Same. Well, talk
But
about it.
everyone watch All Her Fault on Peacock. It is with Sarah Snook
Mm-hmm.
and Dakota Fanning. I'm like, why is it so hard to say all these names? Is it Dakota Johnson?
Dakota Fanning, Sarah Snook.
And it is they're like play these mothers, and Sarah Snook's kid is supposed to go to her house for a play date in the first episode. This was in like the first like 3 minutes. So it's not
To
gonna be
Dakota Fanning's.
Mm-hmm. And she like, calls her and she's like, I'm like gonna come pick up my kid today. And she's like, what? He's not here.
Oh my God. Is that not Taylor Armstrong and Kyle Richards?
Oh, Kennedy's with you?
It's so dark. If you guys don't know, Vintage Real Housewives, one of the women were so drunk that she did not realize that her child was with another one of the castmates. Bring back evil people on reality TV.
Bring back evil people. That's what we're saying. But it's like a kidnapping mystery. It's so fast paced. It's so tight and clean. And like every storyline is crazy and it makes so much sense. It's so well acted and written. You'll love it. Like I needed something like that after Task.
Yes.
And it's like a nice little like accompaniment to like missing that like what's gonna happen in like such a different tone. But it's really about like motherhood and like how people shame mothers.
I can't wait because this is actually perfect timing because I'm about to finish my Succession rewatch and then I will go right back into my Sarah Snook. My
Kunal and I are
shiv.
starting Succession on Sunday because he's leaving. I know. We just keep going out of town on the weekends.
Tess, no, I'm just like glad that you guys have a freaking date.
It is going to be on Sunday because we were going to watch it last night, but then we started watching that Apple TV show Pluribus.
Apple TV, like, does not advertise for anything.
Claire, it's the Breaking Bad creator.
It's like you would think that if that was on any other network, which PS, by the way, good for Peacock for getting a great narrative show like the one you're talking about.
I actually felt like both Kunal and I were like, this actually doesn't feel like a Peacock show. This feels really good. Great, like music and coloring. Like it felt even more than an HBO show.
Like I pay, I think, the most for Peacock because I will not watch Housewives with commercials.
Well,
but
we don't hate ourselves.
No, we don't hate ourselves. Literally, we have some respect for ourselves. But I literally only have Peacock really for Housewives for Bravo.
Same, but this, oh my God, it's just so good. I'm so excited for you to watch it.
Yeah. Okay, but Apple TV. So you started
Pluribus. It's like it's a Greek word or something for like everyone. It's a sci-fi. I don't know, you guys. I'm just barely hanging on today. It's a sci-fi show.
Ugh.
No, but it's like interesting. It's like the first episode feels like apocalyptic, and I was like, this is scary, and this isn't for like. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. And then the second episode, you're like, what if this happened? And like, what would you do? It like made me think a lot. Great cast. Very interesting. I heard people say that the pilot's like one of the best pilots in TV in like a decade, and I agree.
Oh wow!
You're just like, what the fuck? Like the whole time, you're like, it's like phone away show,
Well,
really high tension. I think you'd like it. I think you have to know that, like, it changes. Like, it seems like it's gonna be scary, and then it's not, but would recommend to everyone.
we were talking about, I think on Premium, how we will say like phone away show, but like every show should be a phone away show. It's just so hard. But like you truly will watch something and be like, that was so boring. I didn't like it. It's like, well, because I was watching TikTok the whole time.
Exactly, and that's what started happening with Bravo for me, where I was like, what just," like, I had to rewind and be like, "I'm sorry, I've been on my phone for an hour. Like, I am not locked in."
But like, I do think besides Salt Lake, the other franchises right now, like it's kind of okay to do that.
I agree, Claire.
Which is devastating. I mean, I used to be like, I can't watch a scripted show because I have Bravo to watch. And now I'm like, I can't watch Bravo because I have scripted shows to watch. But I guess that's that. I'm maturing.
I know, I do feel like a little maturité in myself.
Same. And it's scary. You guys know how we don't like change or growing up. But like, again, we just don't have Next Gen NYC and all that stuff on right now.
Next summer is gonna be a different story. It's all we're gonna be talking about, but right now I'm enjoying, like, fall, like, scripted. It's, like, making me, like, a little bit more into writing, and I feel creative right now, so I'll take it.
We'll take it. And also, like my Succession girlies, let's tell Tess so many times that you have to get past the first 4 episodes of Succession and then you are locked in, which sounds like a lot. I know, but just keep it going.
It sounds like a lot.
It does. You just have to push through.
Okay.
All my Succession girlies, I need you to comment on the Spotify and make sure that Tess pushes through and
I
watches.
will. I will, and I have Kunal. Like, if I was by myself, it would be harder, but I have him that he will be with me, and he will be like, "Put your phone away and pay attention."
Yes, and he'll be able to answer questions that you might have because the first time I watched, I literally was like, I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm loving it, but I have no idea what's going on. And now I feel very smart because I understand.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's very interesting to watch with our political climate. You're gonna be so in it, Tess.
I know it's gonna be my personality. I know it. And yeah, I'll start this weekend. I will. I promise. This I
I
promise
can't
you.
wait. Ugh, wow.
This
That's 98 degrees, isn't it?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to end the episode this way.
Oh God, but sometimes we have to sit in being uncomfortable.
That's true. And that's really what this whole episode was about.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Oh, Rammies, thank you so much for listening. Again, let us know if you're a history Rammy or if you found us just from the pop culture vibes. We'd love to connect with you. So follow us at Right Answers Mostly on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Give us a DM, comment on our post so that we can chat.
We love you guys so much, and thank you for supporting the show. You're the best.
You are the best. And we will be back Monday with a historical episode.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.